You're pretty for a dark-skinned girl. How many times have we as darker complexion women, but specifically black women, heard this ignorant comment? Many see this as a compliment. Some see this as flattery, but in all, it is not a compliment. It is a dig. It is a jab, and we're gonna get into it.
Y'all wanna know something that I just absolutely just don't like? I hate when people come up to me and they're like, oh my God, you're so pretty to be a dark-skinned girl. And I just be like, I can't just be pretty. You can't just say I'm so pretty. Why do you have to add to be a dark-skinned girl? If you gonna give a compliment, just give a compliment. Don't come with all that extra. I feel like it's like a stigmatism that dark-skinned girls are not pretty and pair dark skin with being ugly.
It is not a compliment to tell a chocolate woman she's beautiful to be dark skinned. You come up to a girl melanated like me, that's brown. I don't care if you any spectrum of chocolate, super black, brown, caramel. Don't think it's a compliment to tell somebody like me, you fine to be dark skinned. Sir, what does that mean? I'm fine to be dark skinned, so it means in translation, because you're darker and not light skinned, I assumed you was gonna be ugly.
Christ's love isn't like everybody else's love. It's not like the world's love. The world's love loves you when you do things right or when you do things with them. But as soon as you make a mistake, they take that love away. But what I've experienced with the love of Christ is that it loves first. It loves through wrongdoing. It loves when you shouldn't be loved anymore. It's unconditional. And that's the love that I believe is going to change the world and has changed me.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Micaiah. I'm back and I'm black and I'm back and I'm black and I'm back and I'm black and I'm back. And I'm black.
Yo, Sasha here. Excuse me? Supermodels do not fly business class. Now, I'm not gonna demand a private jet, but I think Jag could at least spring for first class.
And today I am bringing you all another video diving into a serious topic, a compliment that many see as flattery, which is you're pretty for a dark-skinned girl. I don't know where this has came from, where people think that this is a compliment, but we're gonna break this down and we're gonna dive right into it. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to see more of me. And if you're new, hey, and if you're a returner, I really, truly appreciate the love. If you get the chance, please check out my social media platforms down within the description box where I display my passion for fashion. And for all who are new, you should know I do an array of topics. I am extremely diverse. I love more nerdy content. I love more nostalgic content, blasting you all to the past. And I love more conscious topics with depth. And I dibble and dabble with vlogs. So if you enjoy any of that content, then you'll most definitely love it over here. Without further ado, let's get into the video. The statement, you're pretty for a dark-skinned girl, is both ignorant and damaging, as it is based on colorism, a type of bias that exists within communities of color, favoring light-skinned tones over dark ones. At first glance, it appears to be a compliment. However, it is in fact an insult disguised as flattery. This statement suggests that having dark skin is typically considered unattractive. It positions beauty in darker skin as an uncommon occurrence rather than the standard. This rhetoric originates from centuries of colonialism and white supremacy, which place lighter skin as quote-unquote more beautiful, quote-unquote more intelligent, or quote-unquote more deserving, devalued dark skin by linking it to negative stereotypes. This mentality continues to persist in media, dating preferences, and even familiar language. It conveys to individuals with dark skin, particularly women, that their beauty is unexpected or atypical. Lighter skin serves as a standard for beauty. Their worth is based on conditions, not inherent qualities. Hearing this repeatedly can lead to an individual to feel compelled to overperform in terms of beauty or personality in order to be perceived as attractive. They may internalize colorist beliefs and unjustly compare themselves to peers with lighter skin tones. Rather than honoring the beauty inherent in all skin tones, it establishes an unwarranted hierarchy among communities of color. It incites competition and feelings of inadequacy among individuals of varying shades. If an individual possesses beauty, simply express, "You are beautiful," no additional qualifiers. No comparisons, no stipulations. Saying pretty for a dark skin is not only ignorant, it underscores the extent of colorism in society. This remark is not a compliment. It constitutes a microaggression and is inappropriate in conversation surrounding beauty. And I just want to make this clear that even many dark-skinned individuals have a lot of colorist ways because of society standards and their own insecurities. This is why people could never tell me that colorism doesn't exist, because there's internal hatred that a lot of dark complexion people have due to their skin complexion, and then there's outward hatred that people who are not even dark skinned have towards those of a darker complexion. So it's this revolving door that will always, until handled properly, need to be discussed. Now, I have heard this firsthand. I've actually heard it probably too many times, especially in my past. I haven't heard it more in my recent years. But I think many think when they are stating this, they truly believe that this is a compliment. They truly believe this. Or when they say it, it's like, okay, I usually don't really think darker complexion women are attractive, but you, on the other hand, you are attractive, my friend. And I think people in their mind really think that's cute, that's supposed to turn someone on. And a lot of times people look at darker complexion women as a fetish and not something that people may want long term. And I don't think people realize when they say these kind of things, this is what's birthed out of that. Like even going into with Janae and Kenny's relationship, I think at first she was seen as a fetish, in my opinion. She wasn't something he usually did, but she was more of a fetish. So then once that fetish was itched and that fetish was accomplished, it's like, okay, I'm done with you now, or I'm over this. So I think we have to be very careful as dark complexion women when navigating this world, not even just within a dating space, but also within the workforce, within friend groups, because a lot of times people are envious. A lot of times people have internal issues going on. They don't necessarily have your best interest, specifically as a dark complexion woman. And I think it's so important for us to refocus and come back to the center of things and just be very careful when we're navigating this world and have the confidence within us, because the Lord has given us this beautiful complexion, and let's show it off. Whether you're the darkest of the darkest, I don't care what it is. Your skin is beautiful. You've been made beautifully, and don't allow anyone to tell you otherwise. And this is why when people say colorism doesn't exist and a lot of these ignorant standards don't exist, this is all in the past, that's false. That is still false, because we're still facing so many different colorist issues that continuously happen. I'm never going to stop talking about this topic because I think it's prevalent and it's relevant not only within the Black community, but all different communities. And that's why I think it's so important to talk about. And some people say, oh, well, it's just your insecurities, or it's all in your head. It's not all in our head. You can't negate my experiences as a dark complexion woman, just like you can't negate the next person's experiences. You're not in my shoes, you're not walking in my shoes, and you may be dark complexion and never heard this, then kudos to you, you never heard it. But we've seen, and as I've shown different women within this video, they have heard this. This is a constant thing that many Black women hear time and time again. So, or dark complexion women hear time and time again. It's not something we're just making up in our head. So this video wasn't even meant to be drawn out. I just thought it was really important to shine light on this statement that is constantly made and is still being made till today. Till today, these statements are still made. So just making sure that we're breaking down that harmful language that is not really uplifting towards that darker complexion woman. But I thank you all for watching. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to see more of me. And if you can relate to anything in this video, or if you have any disagreements, please make sure you leave it down within the comment section. But as I always say, let's be respectful. And I want you all to know that you have been made wonderfully by the God who created the universe. He made you for such a special purpose. There's no mistake about you, regardless of your skin tone, regardless of your race, regardless of whatever it is. There's no mistake about you. So I thank you so much for sharing this precious moment with me, and I'll check you all out in the next video. Stay blessed, everyone.